Oh boy, if you're an Ariana Grande fan, you might want to turn this shit off right now. I'm just letting you know. If you've ever watched and listened to a Meat Magazine video, especially a Roar video, a Rant of All Rants video, then you know that I black out, then I go in curfew. So, I'm about to give this bitch the business for real, okay? The following Ariana Grande is a full of shit thought news comes courtesy of TMZ. TMZ writes, and I quote, Ariana Grande just came out swinging, saying she's sick and tired of being referred to as Big Sean's ex because, quote, I do not belong to anyone but myself. The singer just went off of social media saying she hates the label because, quote, I am tired of living in a world where women are mostly referred to as a man's past, present, and future property / possession, end quote. Grande then blasts society saying for the past 8 years, she's been made to feel like she needed to have a man by her side or else she would be considered a loser. Quote, after being on my own now for a few months, I am realizing that that's just not the case. I have never felt more present, grounded, or satisfied. I never laughed harder or had more fun or enjoyed my life more, end quote. Grande also attacked society's sexual double standard saying, quote, if a woman has a lot of sex, or any sex for that matter, she's a slut. If a man has sex, he's a stud, a boss, a king. If a woman even talks about sex openly, she is shamed. But if a man talks or raps freely about all the women, or more commonly used, bitches, hoes, how lovely. He is regaled. If a woman is seen with a friend with a penis, there is an immediate assumption of romance or sex, and she is labeled. If a man is seen with a woman, his status is elevated, celebrated. Oh shit, he smashed, end quote. As we previously reported, Grande and Big Sean split back in April. And we're told a big part of the breakup was that Sean referenced Grande's vagina in a song saying she had a $1 billion pussy. There were also rumors that Grande had rebounded with One Direction's Niall Horan, but she told The Sun, quote, a girl can be friends with someone with a dick and not hop on it, end quote. Boom. So here's my opinion. Jay-Z's lips. I'm going to break down the dumb shit that Ariana said in as close to chronological order as possible. Now, I may have to reiterate a point or two, but bear with me. People are referred to as someone's ex all of the time in the entertainment industry, and it has nothing to do with alleged misogyny. It has nothing to do with being viewed as, quote, property. It's a reference point. I mean, for example, without Chris Lightbrown, how many people would know about or care about Karrueche Tran? Now, don't get me wrong. I care. She's hot like fish grease, and she appears to be a sweet girl from what I've seen. She's a good celebrity personality in my opinion. However, without Chris, I probably wouldn't even know who the hell she was at all. I have no idea where this bullshit about people wanting to see Ariana Grande in a relationship for the past 8 years would come from because she's 21 years old. Who the fuck was pressuring her at the age of 13 to have a boyfriend like that? Excuse me while I charge this phone. I need to call bullshit as soon as possible. How has she been on her own for a few months now if her and Big Sean broke up less than 2 months ago? Actually, come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't ask questions like that. She may have moved on before he did, you know what I mean? Maybe she really did cheat on Big Sean with Justin Bieber like people were suggesting. And to be frank with you, the thought of Ariana rubbing pussies with Justina Bieber makes me want to projectile vomit and projectile shit at the same damn time. And I don't have 2 buckets, I only have 1. I don't feel like cleaning up a mess. Now, as far as this annoying, ridiculous discussion about why men are called studs while women are called sluts for the same behavior, all boils down to values. Men value a woman's purity, sexual morality, and sexual loyalty, while women, on the other hand, value a man's wallet, assets, fame, popularity, notoriety, etc. Here are some examples. Women stand in line at music concerts to chase after a man who's rich and famous's dick. Why? Because his fame and fortune is what that woman values. They will sleep with him just for the sake of saying that they did so. Just for the sake of getting close enough to sniff the money, and because they feel a man should be rewarded for his fame and fortune. This is why they make songs about a man's lack of finances, such as No Scrubs by TLC. Women shun men with little to no money, call them bums. They spit on the homeless and the financially challenged and view them as being subhuman. Which brings me to this question. So what songs do women make to celebrate the type of man that they actually want to be with? They make songs like Soldier by Destiny's Child. These songs praise men who exhibit degenerate behavior. Now, remember, these Destiny's Child heifers claim to be nice, sweet, good, church-going Christian girls who got their group's name from the Bible. However, in a few years or so, they were singing about how they wanted a man whose status is, quote, hood, who smokes weed, has, quote, street credibility, who carries big things, if you know what they mean. Men, on the other hand, make songs about compatibility, such as Just Like Me by Jamie Foxx and T.I. Men also make a shitload of lustful songs about sex. Why? Because men like to fuck. Why do men like to fuck? To be frank with you, men just want to fuck for fuck's sakes. Because it feels physically good. You don't have to be beautiful, famous, or rich to get laid. One of the perks of being female. Hell, a woman can get dick without at least brushing her teeth or combing her hair today. Why? Because men are infatuated with women. This is why men pay money to go see women at peep shows just to stand there or dance naked behind a glass wall. They won't even get a chance to touch them. And if you think about it, when men go to see female strippers, they'll see the woman strip on stage and they won't touch her, but they'll pay big bucks for it. Now, women, when they go to see a male stripper or they have a bachelorette party, etc., they will touch the male stripper. They'll suck the male stripper. They'll fuck the male stripper in front of their friends. They'll have an orgy with him. They'll at least touch his penis with their hands. Minimum. Including the bride-to-be. But I have to make a separate video about that, because that's a very specific subject that I'm going to have to break down another time. Anyways, a man's desire to be around women and a female sexuality is why the pornography industry is still a multi-billion-dollar industry. Post-internet, men are willing to part with their money if a woman is willing to part her legs. Dick, on the other hand, is no homo, underrated and underappreciated. You see, dick is like water for you bitches. It falls from the sky and bitches be swimming in it. You see, dick droplets be beating down bitches' foreheads 4 out of 4 seasons. Hell, this is why the Weather Girls had that song called It's Raining Men. That hit record came out in 1983, which was 32 years ago, and these bitches are still singing that song till this day and rejoicing in the cum showers. Yes, Jesus. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Seeing that this song came out in 1983, there weren't too many super raunchy songs at that time in the mainstream music industry. That's why we get the censored version called It's Raining Men. The uncensored version of the song was titled It's Raining Dicks. Anyway, men are so goddamn pussy hungry, so starved for a kitty cat cookie, men will even buy a mail order bride just to have a female companion / pin cushion. Pussy is that scarce and important to most men. In fact, some of that organic Whole Foods pussy goes for thousands on the thought market. Just ask the bitches who sell their virginity at premium prices. How many men do you know could sling their dick for $1? Shut the fuck up. Hell, if I tried to sell my little ashy dick, a woman would pay me to put it away. I'm just saying. I call my dick Arkansas because he's a little rock, and I couldn't sling this motherfucker at the sea. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, as far as mail order brides are concerned, a lot of these women don't come from very much money at all. And men don't usually have an issue with accepting a woman with a little bit or no money. In fact, some men embrace it. A lot of men see a broke woman and equate their lack of finances with potentially having good family values and possibly being an appreciative woman who knows what's important in life. Someone who isn't stuck up and materialistic. A woman who puts love and family before her own selfish desires. That's why they're willing to go marry a woman from a foreign country and pay top dollar for her ass. Okay, ship her over in a box. Morals, respect, and humility are very important to most men. Now, a woman, on the other hand, looks at a man with no money as being a mere failure. Furthermore, a woman views a man who is sexually pure as a social failure with women and a sign of being a bad sex partner. Many women, for example, state they prefer to lose their virginity even to a sexually experienced man. They view a man with sexual experience as being a superior partner and a success among women. On the other hand, for many men, a woman's sexual purity is a fetish that they love to indulge in, and they're willing to pay high price for that pussy wallet, as I mentioned earlier. Sex for men is viewed as a prize. This is why when all of those unsatisfied white women fuck their students at school, society laughs and says that she did nothing wrong. They claim that these teachers did the young man a quote favor. Because a woman's sexuality is valued socially and monetarily, while men, on the other hand, aren't valued sexually. Why? Because bitches have to hold their heads up while walking down the street and look up to the sky. Because they gotta dodge cock and balls all day long. Because remember, it's raining dicks, and a dick can put an eye out. So make sure you wear goggles when you go out next time. Anyway, I don't understand why people cannot understand the simple fact that men and women in America value each other differently. Men often want sex, love, and compatibility, while women usually want money, sometimes sex, and they often strongly desire chaos. Society says women like chaos, whether it be unruly and immature men, or a dysfunctional relationship, etc., because, quote, good girls love bad guys. And that's just one big lie, a huge fabrication and a figment of a whore's imagination. They have the audacity of a whore to tell that lie, when the truth of the matter is bad people are attracted to bad people. Women who love bad guys are bad people themselves, and they desire a jerk because it's merely the law of attraction at work. In fact, bitches who love jerks and assholes are generally narcissists and sociopaths. I call those bitches narcissistic sisters, whatever. And there's nothing good or nice about that. Women want to be in a chaotic relationship because their minds are full of chaos. This is why society claims a woman has the right to change her mind, which I call the right to be a schizophrenic bitch. And for the record, what I'm about to say will surely piss off most women, but oh well, that's good and well, because that's what I want to do. Hopefully what I'm about to say will help to put things in a better perspective for everyone. Women are generally weaker than men and cannot handle the daily pressures of life. Therefore, men ease the burden by not telling women the truth, or at least as little of the truth as possible. Why? Because you could fuck way more holes that way. And I'm going to give it to you raw. Okay? Because I'm an old dirty bastard. No, I'm just kidding. All jokes aside though, I personally like sluts. At the end of the day, I just don't like bitches. Anyone who agrees with Ariana Grande's bullshit letter is a dumb bitch. And what Ariana said was misandrous, and I never support misandry. Her false claims and cries for misogyny are just another case of a weak woman crying because she didn't get her way. She wants to have her dick and eat it too. Now, I don't care about Ariana liking dick, but I think I know where this bullshit letter really truly actually comes from. Her issues with her family, particularly her father finding out she's probably a little hot ass. Now, we all know her daddy is in denial about her thought tendencies that she exhibits and probably thinks she's still a virgin. When in reality, Ariana's probably been passed around from hand to mouth like a blunt in Snoop Dogg's tour bus. Let's be real here. And with all of that said, for legal reasons, this is all my opinion. Ariana Grande may come to find out be completely pure, never been kissed. Okay, so who knows? Maybe she's just a sweet little lamb. All I know is this. Men pay women to get fucked and women get fucked to get paid. It's all about values and an exchange of goods. It's booty bartering. You know, he digs in his pockets to give up the booty. She pulls down her pants to give up the booty. It's booty for booty. Okay? It is what it is, peoples. Men want to fuck. Women want to get paid. Okay? It's business. It's commerce. And who doesn't like to feel the fruits at the goddamn supermarket? Now pull your legs up your back, fall forward, and get over yourselves. But remember, this is all my opinion. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels and visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more.